Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No Matrix, no letting people make rules that's going to keep you down. And then, you know what they do? They make rules that's going to keep you down. And then they say, see, he's broke, he's this, he's that. That's what we're talking about on this video. And I'm talking in particular to my Christian brothers. See, y'all, if y'all would just listen to me and be careful. I'm not trying to be your pastor if you got your own church home, but I'm just going to tell you that sometimes some of those guys, in particular, when you 35, they 65, they lived in a different world. The world is different now. The world is more cutthroat. It's more dog eat dog. And so what I want to talk about is how you have to be more cutthroat when it comes to how you make your money. Here's what I mean by that. If it's not a rule that the Most High made, then it's a rule that can be broken. What do I mean by this? All this licensing and regulations and stuff like that keep people from having their own business, they should have their own business. All these high upfront costs that keep people from having their own business, that should have their own business. You a better cook than the majority of the cooks that have their own restaurant, but you don't have your own restaurant because it's going to cost too much for you to do it in an outside facility. Do it in your house. This is what I'm talking about. Do it in your house. Don't lie, just tell half truth. Be like, if they actually be like, we only doing delivery. You ain't got to tell them why. We only doing delivery. Y'all know it's a lot of ghost kitchens out here that become, it's one in particular, I ain't gonna bust them out. They started out as a ghost kitchen. Then they ended up with a food truck from their ghost kitchen. And then now that they got the food truck, I rolled past, I was in West Allis somewhere, I'm just gonna say, and I saw that now they have their own spot. Like I told y'all, man, all of y'all that keep each other down, man, they making that stuff in their house. Y'all do realize this is a fact. And I ain't gonna say, I ain't gonna break down like which restaurants I know this for sure. But y'all do realize that those rats be licking that food. They eat flour. How you think that a rat will eat rat poison, which looks like flour? And I believe it has flour in it. They be licking that food. They do. And one guy in particular, he put up a video. He was a truck driver. He was dropping off supplies in the middle of the night. And he showed how the rats be. I ain't gonna expose none of the restaurants. But y'all talking about, y'all ain't finna eat nothing nobody making their house. These houses, a lot of them are actually cleaner. And like, if you look at the people who be doing that out of their house, no roaches, no rats. But the restaurant, roaches and rats. You see what I'm talking about? So you just talking. This is what I'm talking about. So when you like deny people who you should just want something that's good and worth the price. Yeah, I don't care where you make it. If it's good and worth the price, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I was taking dinners to my old job and they loved it. People was hating, but a lot of people wasn't. Half haters, half buyers. You see? So it's a lot of y'all women out there. You a stay-at-home mom. You can cook good, man. You should be making them dinners. Help your man. Especially if you one of the ones that criticize them when that money get funny. Find a way to help them then. So, like situations like that, you talking about, well, that ain't right. I gotta get the license. You know, you gotta get these licenses. How about you have to make sure all of your stuff is right. Make sure it's refrigerated right. Same thing you would do if you had a spot. That's all you got to do. You say, well, they could sue me. They could sue you when you got a restaurant. It's the same. Think about it. It's the same effect. If you get sued and they win, whether you got a storefront or you in your house, it's going to be the same effect. Same effect. Y'all sitting around letting people dictate to you how you make your money. But then they do insider trade and they be doing all kind of like cutthroat stuff. That's why I invest, but I'm not all off into that because of insider trading. I'm not, okay, you want to make me an insider? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. I'll do it for 2 years. Make my money and then I'm done. Why would I focus all my energy, time, and money on something where I know they cheat? That's the thing about the lottery. Playing the lottery, you better realize that a lot of these lotteries is rigged and they gonna purposely try to give the larger sums of money to white people. I'm telling you. Like the blacks and the Latinos that I see winning them large sums, they be going to the suburbs, like the dude who won, I think that was Powerball. He went out to New Berlin. See? This is what I mean. Like you gotta figure out, okay, what system, if you gonna gamble, then you better figure out a way to even it up. You know? This doggy dog world. You don't let people cheat you. Okay, all right. You want to make the prices go up? All right. Watch all this money I make under the table. You a mechanic and you only work in a shop? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Man, if I knew how to fix cars, I'd be like, all right, man, I get a house on purpose with a big old driveway. Yeah, just pull up in my driveway, man. I got you. I even be parking cars on the grass. I'll be back there just fixing cars. Well, you gotta pay taxes. You gotta pay. Y'all do know that taxes are unconstitutional. Who's keeping score? Y'all ever research why people who work for the IRS, a lot of them be tax exempt? Who's keeping score? You got the score? All right. Don't tell me nothing about no taxes, man. Income taxes are unconstitutional anyway. You say, well, stop paying them and watch what happens. It's only going to happen because there's more of me than them. More of them than me. That's the only reason. Not because they right, but because they can do what they want to do until the Most High ended. I can't stop them. Man, look at that. What is that? I know that ain't no rat. Making my neck itch. Speaking of rats, I ain't gonna say, and I still eat at that restaurant and it's delicious, but one day I was driving past and I saw a big old rat with his ears sticking out like this one right in the door. And it wasn't even dark outside. And they food is delicious. So no, I don't want to hear that. Man, he making that in his house. She making that in her house. Do what you got to do, man, to make it. You should be trying to get rich. You know, I ain't saying I ain't telling you to sell no drugs and stuff. Because let's be honest, if I was super duper cutthroat, I could do that easily. I got connection. Easy. But why would I do that? That don't even make sense. Something they could lock me up. If they catch me like having a transport or a little cleaning business on the side or a food truck or any business, something out the house, all they could do is give me a citation. Oh, okay, you gave me a $400 citation. I done made $40,000. That's cool. You see what I'm getting at, though? Y'all gotta think like me. I'm right on this one. If you coming up short financially and you trying to be spiritual, first of all, let's go here. Stop trying to equate money with spirituality. I ain't saying don't try to manifest it, because manifestation is kind of spiritual, but it works different. You don't have to be spiritual to manifest stuff. If you're a human being, you can manifest. But a lot of the church people, they can't manifest because they trying to put God all in it. He don't even really care. If the Most High cared about money like we think, then we would have it all. These worldly people wouldn't have it. So y'all taking some things the wrong way in the Bible. Y'all taking it the wrong way. So, if you called to preach, do not quit your job. Do not expect anything. Have faith, but be smart. Have a smart faith. What I mean by that is, don't do what I did. What I did was dumb. I started putting stuff on hold. I remember I was in college. I was in college. Like, when I had to call to preach, I was at MATC. I didn't even want to be there. I dropped out of college. Now, let's be honest. You can say what you want about college, but some college is going to produce a lot of money. Look at my sister. My sister had a nursing degree. She has a nursing degree, and years later, she's running the whole entire clinic, 6 figures. So college ain't for everybody, but we ain't gonna say that it don't benefit nobody, because that's a lie. That's a lie. But I started trying to revolve everything around that, and years later, look, just like it was when I first started, demonic forces and people who don't agree with me trying to stop things, trying to slow things down. Just like it's always been. So, don't revolve, don't quit nothing. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Keep your job. Whatever you doing, even get a second job. Work. Listen. These people don't listen anyway. Don't do what I did, man. I jeopardized my family on a couple occasions thinking God was going to do something, and he didn't. And I still love him. I still praise him. But let's just be honest. He don't always work when you want him to work. So you got to keep moving and let him do things the way he want to do them at the timing that he want. That's how you got to be. The timing that he want, but you keep it going, because you don't know when he gonna do it. 20 years later, now my ministry's starting to take more steps. But just think of how farther I could be financially if I would have knew this when I first got the call. You got to be cutthroat. Like, I'm getting money. That's how you got to be. Like, I'm not jeopardizing. And the Most High is fair and just. If these rich people who go into hell is living in luxury, then all of us should be living in luxury too. All of us believers should be living in luxury. Like the devil, he got me. Or she. I keep saying she. With the same trick, the wilderness trick. If you're a son of God, quit your job. Go into full time. See? No, don't do that. Don't do that, I'm telling you, because it's going to affect your relationship with the Most High if he don't move at the speed you want him to move. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Don't make no moves expecting to get bailed out, because take it from me, you don't always get bailed out, man. Now, it's all right to have faith. It's all right to manifest and stuff. But be careful with all that. I'm telling you. Because you'll be asking the Most High to do things, He won't be doing them. All right, well, that's because you don't belong. Listen, man. That's false. That's foolishness. There's people out here like Andrew Tate claiming God. We see what he was doing. It's been proven that he was trafficking girls. So the Most High want people to traffic girls. He don't care if you have multiple wives, but that trafficking girls, you ain't supposed to be doing all that. Simple as that. So, let me see, we have 15 minutes to talk about this a little more. So whatever you've been wanting to do it. You want to write a book? You say, I want to write a book, but I don't got the money. Okay, what else you know how to do? I know how to cook. Okay, start a restaurant out of your house. Sell some dinners. Well, you can't do that. You have to pay taxes. If you ain't telling, I ain't telling. Only a hater would report you to the IRS. See, that's why you can't tell everybody. Like, even sometimes people, your relative, you might have to bypass them. Don't try to sell it to them. If you got relatives that's haters, you make clothes and stuff out your house, and you getting money under the table from it. Listen, man. I'm just saying. Well, that's being dishonest. Dishonest towards who? Towards God? Did He say you couldn't make clothes out your house? Dude, yeah, we got to be more cutthroat when it comes to this money. We got to catch up, man. They getting everything, we get nothing. The 99%, they still getting rich. Talking about a recession. Man, Elon Musk, any of them dudes, I laugh in their face. You talking about a recession? Man, get out of here, man. You ain't lost no money. Cause you ain't, this how it is. Cause you don't make as much as you did at one point, that don't mean you're losing money. That means your profit has changed. If your bank account and your assets are increasing, but yet you ain't making as much at your business, you ain't losing. It's the people who now they not making as much in their business, they personal bills being affected, stuff like that. Them the people that's losing. That's why I would tell people, if you want to do a business, like even Bill Gates was in his garage. I'm sure he wasn't paying taxes. He started selling that stuff out of his garage. But now y'all want to be nice and neat. It's almost like somebody got an axe and you trying to box. You got boxing gloves on with somebody who has an axe. Or you got a little nail clipper with this little sharp point trying to go after somebody with a gun. That's what y'all doing when it come to how you make your money in comparison to how the rich make theirs. A lot of them start out as some type of scheme, or they avoiding taxes or something. But you want to be all nice and neat because you so spiritual. You so spiritual. You the most righteous man on the earth. Where is it in the Bible to say, you shall not have a restaurant out of your house? You shall not fix cars in your yard. You shall not sell cars in your backyard. Where it say that? Huh? Where it say that? Y'all just being goofy. And meanwhile, your bank account says $17. The people at the top bank account says 17 million, 17 billion. Insider trader, all kind of stuff going on. But you, what a mighty God we serve. I'm gonna be neat and I'm not gonna make my money in a cutthroat fashion. What a mighty God we serve. Get out of here, man. You ain't gonna leave nothing to your kids. They gonna leave their kids everything. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. It's a lot of reasons why I stopped fellowshipping at Christian churches. The rainbowy stuff, the being neat stuff, the getting punked by your wife. It was a whole lot of stuff. I said, man, I'm reading the Bible. The Bible says something different from what I'm saying. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be here. My pastor told me one time, and when I got to know him, I figured it out. He's lazy. He told me that he didn't believe in that 2-job stuff. I said, so what do you believe in? 1 job and faith. And I'm not talking about him in his death, but he had a lot of financial struggles, man. Trying to do mystical stuff with money. Money is temporal. It can be seen. Anything that can be seen, the spiritual capacity of it is limited. So, just like what Joseph did in the Bible, what he did and what he was telling Pharaoh to do, that was unheard of. That was almost like a scam. Pharaoh did it and he benefited. Like Pharaoh was literally, people was giving them this, giving them that, and he was storing it up. Originally, that ain't what they did. You see the point I'm making? You gotta get more cutthroat. Gotta get more cutthroat. There's one particular thing that I'm getting ready to do that I'm not gonna say because I don't want nobody else to do it. That I figured out something that somebody was doing, and I'm gonna capitalize on it. That's why they call it capitalism. You got to figure out how you gonna capitalize. If you're not capitalizing, you're not getting rich. The rich people capitalize. Capitalism is essential. Socialism doesn't work. It makes people God over other people. I'ma say that. I ain't saying nothing wrong. Capitalism is anybody can get up here. You just got to figure out which way you gonna capitalize. I believe in it. I just got to figure out how to get up there. And I ain't doing, some people be like, they start doing all this and talking down on God. No, not me. I got another couple ways that I'm going to capitalize. You see, and I already see YouTube, they ain't letting me get too much of nothing on here. But it ain't, you can't, hey listen, you can't stop me now. You can't. You can shadow ban me, freeze my views, take away the comments that people make, take away the likes when they like my comment. But at the end of the day, well, I don't even want to say that because Mr. Cape It Simple. I'm going to start calling him Mr. Cape It Simple. Caping to these women. He had a video last night talking about how to love these women. Man, is you serious? Love has to grow over time with consistency and faithfulness and loyalty. You said yourself that they don't have to submit to a man they not married to. That's what you think, right? Okay, so how you gonna teach somebody to love somebody that you said don't even have to submit? What the love gonna be based off? You just, dude, man, it's sad, man, because back on subject. You got to figure out how to capitalize. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. It's 8:29. Not going as hard today. Today's a bigger money day for me, so unless I see something or unless I got time, I'm focusing on the money. I'm not going to sit back and keep making videos for somebody that's intentionally trying to keep me from making money. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. And people who try to get you to be neat and make your money the way they make theirs, this is what you got to do in your mind to them.